Hi everyone, it's Tammy and welcome to the 5th day of our 12 days of Christmas. I think I need a way to remember what day we're on, so I'm going to write this down here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I will cross out all of those. And then 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and that way I can remember what day we are on, because I will forget. So this card is going to be kind of a fun, whimsical card, but I like it a lot. And to do this, we're going to take a regular 8.5 by 11 piece of cardstock, and we're going to do a top fold card. So I'm going to cut this at 4 1/4. And then I will use this as my base, and I like to sometimes put it against the bottom to make sure that I'm getting a straight fold. And then I will take my bone folder and finish the fold, if I can find my bone folder. Well, I have misplaced my bone folder, so we will just make sure we fold it with our hand. Oh, here it is, it's right in front of me. I have another one too that I really have misplaced. I have no idea what I did with it, so we're using this one for now. So this is a top fold card, so it will fold open like that. And then I'm going to put another piece of cardstock on top, and this is where you could be creative, and you could go with traditional colors, you could go with non-traditional colors, whatever works for you. I am going to do a Christmas red. So in order to get it so that it layers on top, I'm going to do a, let's see, a 4 by 5 1/4 piece of cardstock. And that will layer nicely on top. Yeah. The stuff is falling. Okay, so this will layer nicely right on top of this card like that. I'm not going to stick it down quite yet. I will use this to do our thing, and then I'm going to take, you could use the leftover cardstock, or this happens to be just a scrap piece. Here's my leftover, because it will form another 4 1/2, another A2 card by folding it in half. I'm not going to use that as scrap. I'm going to actually get a piece of scrap and use that. And I need a circle, and I would normally cut this out either with a punch or with my silhouette or something like that if I wanted to have a nice, perfect circle. But instead I'm going to do something, this is too big because it won't fit on this cardstock. I'm going to try to just find something that I think will work so that you guys will see that you can do this. Here, this is perfect with just about anything. So I'm going to just take my little circle, and I'll take my pencil and I will trace around this with my pencil, and then I'm going to cut this out. And you can use whatever scissors you have. In case you're wondering why I did that and then this, it's just because when I was thinking about it, I'd rather this be cut out as like a square so that I'll have a little bit left over instead of like this, because otherwise then this would be part of the leftover and it would just be a pain. So no particular reason really, just because I'm weird. So just get it as close on the line as you can. If it's not a perfect circle, hey, this is crafting. It's okay. It's actually going to be a snowman, and have you ever seen a snowman that's an actual perfect circle? Probably not. Okay, and then I'm just cutting this off so that, see, it's more of like a square that I can save. I know, I'm just weird. Can't help it. So here we have our circle, and I am just going to take these scissors because they're big enough to cut all the way through. I'm going to cut that circle in half. So this circle could make 2 cards, theoretically. We're only going to do one today, but I think that I'm going to make all of these cards in the series again so that I'll have them, because they are really cute. And if you guys are new to my channel, or this is the first card in the series that you're watching, please know that as a form of Christmas cheer, I am going to be mailing each of these cards to a lucky winner. So you could win this card. And all you need to do is be a subscriber and make a comment, a nice comment on the card that you'd like to win. If you'd like to win every one of the 12 that I do, then leave a comment under each of the 12. And at the end of all of the videos, they're going to be posted Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, all of November. Then in the first week of December, I will select winners and I will get these mailed out. It is open to international viewers, so if you happen to live internationally and would like to win, go ahead. I cannot guarantee that it will be at your house in time for you to mail out, but I can guarantee that I will mail them out the first week of December. And I'm going to mail them, like this card I will mail with this card and an envelope, and then all you have to do is open the envelope that they come in and sign, seal it in the envelope that comes with this, and you're ready to go. Sign, seal, deliver. All right, I need a drink of my coffee. And I'm trying to make all of the 12 cards something that you could do at home if you felt like it. I know that some people think that card making is intimidating, and I'm trying to take some of that scare away. Now I have this pad of paper that is called I Love Sunshine, and I know that that's not something that I would want to put with a snowman necessarily, but I just wanted to browse through and see if there was anything that caught my eye as to something I can use for a scarf. And I don't know, I should be just using a scrap piece of paper, frankly. So let me look over at my scraps. And you can use like any color or any design. There's no particulars for this. This is kind of cute. I think I'll use this for my scarf. So now what I need to do is just cut a sliver for the scarf. Let me just cut this first. I'm going to make it about 1/2 inch. Let's try that. Yeah, that's good. And then I'm going to need to trim it so that it fits the same width of his neck. And then with the leftovers here, I'm going to make the tails of the scarf. So I'm going to take this little snail adhesive or Tombow adhesive, and I'm going to go ahead and stick this snowman down. And I want him to be about there. And then which of these did I cut to make it the length? Looks like that one, but I wonder if it could be this one too, because it looks like about the same length too. That one's a little short, so I'll go with this one. And I'm just going to glue down the edges because I'm going to stick I will show you why. I'm going to cut this in half, and then I'm going to notch the ends. Like that. And then I'm going to put snail on these. And then I'm going to stick them underneath here, which is why I did not stick all of the adhesive on all of this. So it will be like that. Very cute. And then if you want to, I have some buttons over here. This is an optional step, but I think it might be cute. Let's see, what color button do I want? I just have a few think I might like that blue one. These were $1.99 at Tuesday morning, and it's just a bunch of buttons. If you didn't want to put a button here, you wouldn't have to. It's totally optional. And I think it would be cute if I put some twine on it too. And I have this blue twine, so I'm going to cut kind of a long piece of twine, just because I want to have enough to work with. And sometimes I put tape on the end. I don't know if I have my... Oh, I was wrapping presents. I was like, where did my tape go? So I don't have my tape here, so I'm just hoping that I can get this through. I do have washi tape. I could use that, I suppose, if I can't get this through the hole of the button. And it's causing me grief. So, where's some washi that I can use? Here's some. I'll use this Christmas washi. So this is a little tip if you are struggling with ribbon fraying or twine or whatever fraying. If you put a little piece of tape on it and then roll that tape up so it's really tight, sometimes it's easier to get through the hole of the button or whatever you're trying to put it through. But then you have to be careful not to pull the tape off. I like it to be a little bit off of the ribbon though, kind of like that, so that I can make that tip kind of pointy. And I'm just pulling it hard. Instead of tearing it this time, I will cut it, or at least get started with cutting. Kitty cat. Hey. Nope. I don't know who that is. Jambo or Fuzz. And then hopefully it's going to be easier to stick through this hole. Oh, it's both of them. They're fighting or playing. Well, maybe not. Maybe it's too thick. Well, no sense of fighting with the button, I suppose, so this is what we'll do. Forget that, we will just tie the darn thing. And a cute little bow. Something like that. And then I will cut these ends off. And I will glue dot all of it. And we'll just pretend we stuck it through the hole, because I couldn't get it. So there's a nice glue dot for the button. And then a little glue dot to go on top of the button. And we still need to make the face. Now you could, if you wanted to, you could totally use like cardstock or whatever to make the nose, the carrot nose, or whatever you wanted to do. I am going to, I took pictures of these that I've done, so I'm looking at my iPad to make sure, but it just went away, so I had to go back to it just to make sure that I do it correctly. You could use beads and cardstock. You could use paint. You could use buttons for the eyes if you have little ones. Whatever you want to do. I'm just going to use my handy dandy Papermate flares, and I'm going to make little round eyes. And a carrot nose. Isn't that cute? And then you could put whatever you'd want down here. Happy Holidays, Merry Christmas. I think I'm going to write Let It Snow. Whatever you want. I think I'll write Let It Snow. And this is just going to be in my regular handwriting. Like that. And then if you wanted to do something along the edge, you could, or if you wanted to emboss this first, you could. I am going to do a little edging just because I like this kind of thing. So I'm going to do like that stitching edging where you make a long dash and then a dot, and then a long dash and then a dot. And I particularly like it when it's not real straight, and I like it when it looks like it's just kind of, I don't know, I don't want to say haphazard because I'm doing it in an order, but like my lines aren't straight and sometimes they're a little further away from the edge of the cardstock. That's just, I like that. To me, that's attractive, and it looks kind of handmade, which personally I think is awesome. See how like some of them are kind of crooked, and some of them the whole ink doesn't show on some pens if you use them, and I think all of that's cool. Adds to the rustic look. And I think as an accent, I'm going to also make his eyes glossy. So I'm taking this glossy accent. And I think I'll do the carrot too. And this will take a little bit of time to dry. If you have this, I'd give it at least 20 minutes, maybe longer. Glossy accents is a fun thing to use. It will use, you can use it as adhesive too. Let's see, dries a hard, clear, glossy finish. I don't know if it has any. It says don't shake it because you will create air bubbles. That makes sense. I don't know, it doesn't really say, but it does work as a nice adhesive. If you want to use it as like glue to glue something down, you can. I actually used it for the googly eyes on day 2's card. So I should have, before I put the glossy on, I should have glued it to my page, but so now I'm just going to have to be careful, and I've been making cards long enough that I kind of know where it will be on this, so I think I'm okay. But in hindsight, I would have put this down first before I did the glossy accents so that I would make sure that this was on the page. Yeah, I think that's really cute. I'm just looking at it to see if it's missing anything, because I feel like I could add something, but I just don't know what. So I'm just looking, and it might just be good. I might just need to just be done. I think an embossing folder on the background would have been cute, but I didn't do that, so it's not a big deal. And I guess I'm done. I'm just going to call this done. And I like it, and I hope you do too. And if you do, remember to comment, and it could be yours. And let me show you the other cards. So here is day 1. This is day 2, reindeer in the dark. Day 3, Merry Christmas, with little ornaments. Day 4 was a sweet little card, and I did the envelope too. It's just a 3x3 card for your sweetie. And then day 4 is this lovely Let It Snow card, which I'm not going to add to this yet because it's still drying. So that's it. Thank you very much for watching. Merry Christmas.